Sure.
All right, here we go, guys. So this is Andrew. Hi, Andy.
Hello.
This is our local brewer. Very good. And let's see what he managed to do from our mead.
So we have
So show us what you got.
three different types at the moment.
Yeah.
We have the dark mead, the chili mead, and we have the citrus mead. So that came out of the 23. That's what we have left over. This one here is strawberry.
Ooh, wow.
And
Okay.
these two are from the soup that Kim gave me to see if I can make something out of them. Over here we're having, I'm trying to see if I can make a straight hot mead, straight chili mead.
Just chilies.
Just chili. So that these are both experimental. This one here is also all the puree from the bottom of the strawberry one after I did my first racking with it to see how much strawberry is actually needed to get a strawberry to
Flavor.
hopefully outweigh the sweetness.
Wow.
So
That's amazing. So these are not ready yet, or what's the
those
story?
ones are not ready yet.
Okay.
You can see they have to be
That color.
that clear.
But that's super clear.
That's for the brown.
Wow.
For the chili one, you can
Yeah.
see that you can definitely see the different color. And unfortunately, this is in a green bottle, but because I had to use a Jose Cuervo, but you can actually see
Look at that.
that's the clear mead.
So how many times did you distill that, or?
This one was, I think
Filtered.
I think I started it in October.
Yeah. And now it's
October?
what's January, first week of Jan.
Yeah, it's been about 6 months, I think. So
That's 3 months. That's pretty good.
it's been longer than that then.
Ah, so then, yeah.
It's been longer than that.
6 months,
I'd
okay.
have to- it's been over 6 months.
Yeah, that's
I
like-
can actually check my phone.
So a good mead is like a good whiskey then, right?
It usually takes about 6 months for
Wow.
mead. I have my phone out here.
Okay. That's pretty cool. Just
So
just
let's
how
see, I
clean
can
that
just look
is.
in my,
it's amazing, like so clear.
I need to look at my calendar to see.
Wow.
Where's my calendar? I can tell you.
Amazing.
June.
So how much honey or what do you get? You get honey or you get?
Okay, so in this
what do you
case, the brown, I don't know how much actually honey was in there because
Yeah.
because it was the washings and the crappings from the beehive. Okay.
Yeah.
The other, I did 50-50. 50 honey, 50% water.
Yeah.
This next time we're not going to do water. We are
Yeah.
going to do we're going to do juice instead.
Grape juice or what?
I don't have the grape juice that's recommended.
Yeah.
They recommend a concentrate of Welch's grape juice makes the best mead, but we
Yeah.
don't get that concentrate here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Concentrated grape juice, yeah.
I'm sorry.
You know, at the when you harvest the grapes, and after they harvest it, the first kind of fermentation. What's the name that they call it here in?
It's also the main fermentation. It looks like this when this has been racked once already, but I'm not sure what this is going to do because this is a muck at the moment. But you see all the
So what's at the bottom?
sediment. So this is all the dead yeast. This is the yeast that's already eaten the sugar.
Yeah.
So in the 25 liter bucket I have outside, it's probably this much is
Wow.
yeast.
Is yeast dead yeast? You just put yeast once?
No, you have to be very. You have to observe it because I've already had the yeast die twice in the bucket outside. Now there's two reasons for that. It could be because it got too hot, The other reason could have been is that the bucket that I have is this extremely sweet, and it's stressed out the yeast, and the yeast has just died.
Wow.
So I'll be putting that yeast in there again. So I started in October, November, December, January.
3 months.
3 months.
Okay.
But some of it was already going before I had a chance.
Yeah.
So, and as you can see over here, I thought this was ready for bottling.
So what's happening here? What's going on in this bottle?
This one I just.
Oh, yeah. Very good. Thank you. So which one is this?
This is that one there, but it's not. I only got one bottle out of it. You see how clear it is? And you see what the difference is?
Yeah, that's
So,
clear.
Yeah.
And that's.
So
Can you just hold it up next to each other again?
Yeah, there's just the sediment is just.
Yeah, you can see
So
the difference.
it was only half done, and this one I thought was done too, but you still see there's sediment in there, so I'm gonna put it back in.
Yeah.
But we got one out of it, so.
So what are you doing here? It's like pumping air into it or something?
No, actually I was bottling.
Oh, okay. That's
I was
a bottle.
bottling, so I'm gonna end up putting them back.
Oh, it's like a little pump or something.
Yeah, it's a pump. It's better than using a siphon for me, anyways.
Yeah.
This is a siphon.
Yeah. Okay. So cool. All right. So I can have this. Which one is this?
That's the one I just got done. That's the new one.
Like the chili one or just the
No,
normal?
not the chili. I'll give you that one next.
Man, it's pretty good.
I don't know the alcohol content. Tim gave me a thing to use, and I also bought a hydrometer, but neither one of them work. They have to be in control system, and I don't know. I got that one from China, so.
So what can you compare this to? The taste. It's like I'm not a big drinker, but it like I
got
had this
news
taste
for you.
before.
I've never had honey wine before until now. So I had to look up how to make the mead, and there's a ton of different recipes and stuff out there.
But what would you compare it to? The taste. What am I tasting here? I had this before, like in another drink, like maybe whiskey or
honey.
wild turkey. Yeah, wild
Honey.
turkey. Yeah.
And they also got the wild turkey sting. So
It's
I'll
beautiful.
empty your glass, and I'll give you some of the.
That's beautiful.
Ooh.
So good. And you know.
The thing of it is the fruit that you use.
Yeah.
So I'm still trying to figure out maybe using some sort of sour fruit in the next batch in order to make it a little less sweet.
Yeah, it definitely has a stronger sweetness to it than wild turkey. But then I think you just got the alcohol content right.
Well,
it's just that subtleness. That's just that.
Well, I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I just let it sit
Right.
and watched it. The best thing too is also with this is to serve it cold or chilled.
Yeah. And with the ice,
Now,
it's beautiful. Now what's
This
that?
is the bottom of the chili. So this is where this bottle came from. Where all the chili at the very bottom. So this is going to be the hottest of all the chilies.
Okay.
So the other chili won't be as full on.
Okay.
So just give that a minute or two, and
To cool down, yeah.
but you can see how clear it is.
Ah, it's beautiful.
Now the other thing I'm going to do too is I bought a little keg. When I get a chance and when I go back up to the brewery, I'm going to pick up a thing to see if I can.
Yeah.
Hey,
How's it going?
Good. I'm here to pick up my mead.
Look at that. Another customer. She doesn't realize that this is
so
going to be a
that's the
YouTube
chili.
hit.
Chill them. Put them
Chill
in the fridge.
Okay, alright.
This is the hot one. Do you want to try?
Rate, review, and subscribe.
Fantastic.
This is the hot one.
How's that?
I like that. That's good.
It's so nice, isn't it? I just had a taste of,
So
I don't know which one.
That's the small one.
It's got chili in
Yeah.
It's got yeah, I put the chilies in it so I remember which ones were which.
it. Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Alright, thank you.
Enjoy.
That's very good.
See you guys.
Nice hat, by the way.
Yeah, very good.
That's the chili.
All right. Let's try this. Oh, different flavor. Woo! That's got a kick. Whew, that's hot. Oh man.
That's made with habaneros.
That's definitely, you can feel the chili very strongly. Yeah, wow.
Now that'll be good on a nice hot, a cold day.
A cold day, yeah.
Yep.
It's
Put it
good.
in there.
I
So-
like it. If you, yeah, I'm just thinking, what is it really good with?
What would that be good with?
Yeah.
Vanilla ice cream.
Ice cream, okay. Well, there you go. Now I was thinking about something like what type of food? Like maybe like a Japanese style, something like
I would
a.
never have that with a meal. I would always have that maybe with a as an after dinner drink.
Oh yeah, just chilling and. But it grows on you. So the first taste is like, oh, that's like,
Then you can't put it down,
and you can't put it down.
as you can see.
You just have to.
Our bottle was full yesterday. so
Wow.
yeah, it's like
It's definitely very distinct. So if you want to create something that's special, this is it. This is it. This is like nothing like this, and it's great, and you can't put it down. But you have to like spicy. This is very
You
spicy.
gotta like spicy for that one.
Super spicy. We love it. So how much chili did you put in this one? So what's the recipe for this?
In that in a 5 liter. Well, all those chilies were in it. The ones that I have in that jar right there. Those were all the chilies that were in it at one time or
Okay.
another.
So give us a recipe. What's the recipe?
It really wasn't a recipe. It was like, how many chilies you put in? Well, I started off with 4 chilies, and you could taste the chili, but not really taste the chili.
Yeah.
And then, I probably shouldn't have put the ripe ones in. Should probably put more green ones in.
But this is, it's a drink on its own.
That's true.
Like nothing like it.
Oh yeah, there is. I'll show you here in a minute. I'm gonna let you try the strawberry one.
Okay, cool. I don't know how I will feel after that. Very good. How about the
You might have
shops?
to wait a week.
Don't film me.
Shops are crazy. Very good.
What do you think, Milan?
I love it.
It's good, isn't it?
So good, huh?
He's done a great job.
Beautiful. He's the master. Yeah.
This is the let that chill for a minute. That's the strawberry.
Okay. But now I need like a bit of water or something.
I can give you some water behind you.
Thank you. Oh, that's okay.
Right here. Filtered water.
Yep. Okay, let me just get rid of this.
I've got 6 things of milk, so I don't have enough for a while.
Couple days.
Whatever.
This water is fine. I want to keep the ice.
I got plenty of ice. Don't worry about it.
Let's get this. All right. Let's try the strawberry. So this is the strawberry one.
Yeah.
Came from, which one did you take it from?
I took it from the one that looks
first
orange.
one?
No,
The
no,
second.
I took it from the one that's still steeping. This one's not quite done yet. As you can see, we also want it to be clear, but as you can see, it's still a little bit cloudy. So you're still going to get some of the yeast taste in that one.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
my hope is to get one that actually tastes like strawberry.
Very nice.
Probably not a lot of strawberry yet.
It's hard to taste after the chili.
That's the chili one.
Chili's my favourite.
The chili. That you just have it like that.
I love
You
it.
know? Like
It's really nice.
amazing.
I said to Andrew on a really cold night, like Sitting around a campfire even, that'd be perfect.
Oh, that's what you want to have. Very nice. So this is the strawberry one.
Yep. It probably does it taste like strawberry?
A little bit.
Then I need more strawberries.
How can you reduce the sweetness? If you think it's it might be too sweet, what can you do?
That's what I was thinking about, using maybe a bitter or a bitter or a sour type of like sour cherry or sour grapes or some sort of sourness to offset the sweetness.
Wow.
But then, yeah. So with the keg, like I was saying, what I wanted to do was I wanted to get some gas and I wanted to charge it, carbonate some of the wine to see if I can make a spritzer. Because they said in the clear one, the lemon one that I made, if you charge it, you can actually, what they call is a champagne of mead. So I want to give that a try, see what it does. So other than that, that's about
Even
it.
this one is very nice, you know, just to sip it. Very good. It's got a good flavor. It's
Yeah, I think I'm going to put more strawberries in that one now.
You don't want to make it more sweet though.
No, I don't want to make it more sweet. But the strawberries have their own thing. So I still need to know if it will if it will take.
Yeah.
So these ones that are here now, that one in the back, that's super sweet mead. I'm not sure if I'm going to bottle that or not, or if I'm going to re-mead it. Because the more sugar, the higher the alcohol content.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on.
It feels like that you got the alcohol right, because both of them kind of, or all three now that I tasted,
Well, they all
kind of
came
has
pretty
the
much
same
same
content, same alcohol.
So it's somewhere between 11 and 23. But I don't have anything that I can use
To measure it.
to measure that with. So.
Yeah. Like I think our honey is pretty good. So it's very low in water.
Well, no, I used half and half because I want a higher alcohol content.
But even the honey has different water content.
Yeah, different water content.
Yeah.
But if I
So you need to
if
go
I
up.
only put like if I to put 2 buckets of honey or 10 liters of honey to 5 liters of water. That would
10
make-
liters of
that
honey,
would make
5
a-
liters of
a
water.
very strong mead.
Yeah. Okay, so how do you start out? So what's your thing? So you take the honey, you got a bucket of honey.
You get the honey, then you get the, and then you decide how much, what do you want to do, what recipe you want to use, how much mead. Then you mix that together, but the honey's got to be dissolved. Has to be completely dissolved.
Dissolved? How do
Yeah,
you do
before
that?
you put the yeast and stuff in it, you
Just mix
dissolve-
it.
You gotta
Mix
mix it up, and you'll see when it's fully mixed, and then you just completely add what you're gonna put in. I put fruit in it to start for at least 14 to 21 days. Some of it to help to balance the acidity in the mead.
Yeah.
So I use citrus for that. You can use any combination of citrus. And
Oranges, lemons, whatever.
orange, lemons,
Nectarines or not really?
You can use nectarines. I did this time around because I used
Lime?
lime, lemon, grapefruit,
Alright.
oranges, and you need a bunch. So for 25 liters, I put like 6 each of them in. 6 lemons.
You grate it or what? You kind of,
No.
I just kind of.
Wash them, sterilize them, throw them in.
Okay.
And then let them sit for 14 to 21 days. Any longer than that, and they'll start to get moldy and stuff. And they'll start to get putting bacteria back into the mead. So they said 14 is pretty good.
Wow.
And then once you pull that out, you can actually grind it make a puree out of it and throw it back in.
Mm.
That way it'll help nutrients that way. But if you just leave it sit, because they'll float, they'll be on the top, they won't sink.
Yeah.
So that's what I did with this latest batch. The fruit that I had out of there, I buzzed it up and put it back in. See what happens.
Okay, so you do that. When do you add the
And then
yeast?
you wait. Well, you got to do when you get all that up and you're ready to put the yeast in. You get the mead yeast that they have at the brewery, and you sprinkle in 1 packet per 25 liters.
Mhm.
Stir it in. Then put your fruit in. After you put the yeast in, you seal it up. Put the airlock on it. And then you stir it twice a day for the first week, and then once a day
Wow.
the second week, and then you let it go. You let it go for the 14 days. You pull out the fruit, buzz it up, put it back in, wait another month, and then do your first siphon.
Wow.
And then once you do your first
So
siphon,
okay, so first, then you.
the first siphon would go in one of those, and each one of the airlocks put on,
Yeah.
and then that will take up.
So when you do that, you put it to a sieve or something. A sieve. So just
No,
to.
you use a pump or you use a siphon.
But you don't. How does it
You
get
try
clear?
to keep as much air out of it as possible. So
Okay.
you use a siphon. So I can use a pump siphon outside. I have a
Yeah.
longer one, or the electric one, which the electric one's good for second batches,
Yeah.
second bottling or bottling. It's not real good for the first one. So I have a long siphon outside. It just pumps action and pumps the water through, and then until it starts doing it on its own.
Wow.
And then after that, you sit and wait and watch. Once they're in the jars like that, you give them a shake about once a month for about until they get clear.
Okay, so you gotta shake that, so that's got like some sediment in it.
No, I just did that yesterday.
Okay.
That one's an experimental mead.
So what do you do with the sediment? So you just discard it.
No, you can reuse the sediment for the next batch you have, because the dead yeast for some reason can come back alive
All right.
on it. But for that one, I'm probably not going to use that one. I have the sediment that I have in the other one. You can only use it a couple times, so.
Yeah.
But I'm liking the fact that, So right now the issues I have with the one outside is it's not yeasting up, because I think it's too sweet, so I need to get some more yeast for that. Maybe some more nutrients, but I'll try to get more yeast first, and I just put more honey in there, so. And that's the way it goes.
Very good. So again, how many times until you get it like to this
That
clearance?
was actually that
Look at
was
that.
I racked that 4 times before putting it in the bottle.
And you just all you do is just
Keep siphoning in.
keep siphoning into it
Yeah, with filters. I got filters.
and through a filter. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Wow. 4 times.
Yeah, and
Sterilize everything. Yeah.
Yeah, use this in a spray bottle. I got or something over there that I utilize.
So what is this? A sanitize. So
Yeah,
what this?
sanitize? You just go ahead and squirt it in, leave it in, or you can dump
yeah?
it out, and it's done. Kills all the bacteria that's associated.
So instead of like boiling, right?
No boiling. Even though sometimes the mead, people think that it's a good thing to heat the mead, but heat the honey. But if you do that, it loses some of its.
That's right. You don't want to heat honey,
It
100%.
does something to the honey that makes it.
Okay, so
beautiful.
this is all cold, yeah? Or you kept the honey cold, so it still has its
Yeah.
nutrients.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if
It's
you
only
heat
turned
the
on
honey
low.
over 37 degrees, actually, then it starts losing its properties. So that's why when you buy honey from the shops, that's all been heated up. It's still nice and good, but not as good as raw honey. And this one is all raw. So here we
Yes.
go, another excuse to
This is the honey I use.
to
This is your guys' honey.
yeah.
So yeah. So that's the only one.
So what if the honey is crystallized? You're still alright using
Just
it?
put it in something warm, or
A little bit warm.
or put it out in the sun. It's supposed to
Yeah.
reshape itself. So, and this one, it might be better if it's crystallized, because it's easier to see what's been dissolved in juice or the.
Yeah.
But they said if to preserve the honey as much as possible, use warm water, not hot water.
Yeah.
And if you use the warm water to reconstitute it or dissolve it, it'll actually keep most of its properties.
That's right. Exactly.
So.
Good. Wow.
So yeah.
It's very good.
And then when you're bottling, you got to sterilize the bottles and everything else. Wash them. Don't use soap, because if you use soap in the glass bottles, and use glass bottles, don't use plastic or.
Can you use this sanitizer to sterilize the bottles?
Yeah. You just spray inside.
So what do? You take a spray, or how do you use this? Oh, like that. This is it.
Yep. And mix it with water, then you dump it out.
You dilute it, or you don't dilute it, or what do you do?
No. Yeah, I dilute it with water. 30 mils to a liter of water.
Okay. And it's just 250 mils. Okay. And then you just spray like that and leave it for 10 minutes. You're done.
Yeah, you can still tell this one's not quite done yet.
So how does that work on the top? What's happening
I'll show
there?
you. So this is on. It's in there.
Okay.
The cap on. And I'll watch the
So
water.
that's water.
Yeah, so watch the water when I push this down. See how it goes up? These were even though it didn't go up much.
Yeah.
It's still got gas in it. It's still got gas in it. It's still fermenting. So I'll just stick this back over here and let it go.
Okay. So you will know when the water levels kind of level out.
Well, it's not only that, but you can also tell by the clarity.
So what's happening here? The one has water, the other one doesn't.
See as I push down, see how the water level goes up?
Yeah.
See, this one might be almost done.
But how come there's no water on this one? On one side.
See, this is the amber one.
Oh, and that's almost at level. Yeah.
Yeah, so this
So then you know that it's done.
It's almost it's not done, it just needs to be re-racked again.
Oh, okay.
The sediment needs to be moved out and needs to start over again.
All right. Okay.
But yeah, you're right, it's almost...
So what's the difference between this one, when only one has
Well, it's
water?
because the gas comes up through here, pushes the water up.
So there's got
So
a lot
you-
of gas.
So yeah, it's still...
So compared to this one, that has more gas.
Yeah, and you can tell this one too.
Oh, it's,
And unfortunately for these ones, I use this type of gas because I'm actually fermenting what's in there now.
yeah.
And those are fermenting.
Fine.
But the principle's the same. Lifts these up, you can tell they're pretty high. Shows how much gas is still in there.
That's
So-
pretty sweet. Wow, that's great.
And that's me.
So nice. Wow. Seems like a lot of work, but man, you get some delicious stuff out of
Actually,
it.
it's not that much work. I mean, it is sometimes when we're doing this portion of it, it's pretty tedious, but otherwise you just sit and wait.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I can show you the other one if you want. I
Yeah.
can show you
Outside.
yeah.
See, let's have a look. What's happening there? These are the big jars, or
Yeah.
what are they? Ah, here we go. Here we go. Ah, these are the big ones.
So this one here,
Yeah.
this one has honeycomb and water.
All right. Okay.
And we're gonna let that sit for 6 months. This
6
one,
months.
6 months. So I won't open this one up until July to see what's going on with it. We're gonna keep it shut.
Wow.
And
What
this
about
one, this is the new batch. As you can see, there's nothing on the top,
that? Yeah.
so I have to remead this one. But you can go ahead and have a smell of it. You smell the alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, and I think that one of the reasons why this one, this has been, see the sediment on the bottom?
Oh yeah. Wow. So much.
So that is old mead. That's all the stuff that I had that I told you I blended up and put back in there. The problem with that is that I need to get something to reconstitute the fermenting process because this one is stalled. So I'm gonna get some more mead, and I keep putting some more yeast, and I'll keep putting yeast in until it gets gone because I believe that this batch is probably the sweetest batch. And if it's too sweet, then the mead stresses out and dies.
Okay.
So
Then what can you do? Can you put more yeast in there?
more yeast in it. I gotta keep putting yeast in it until it stabilizes.
Yeah.
But because we have to do this so often, I'm not sure what this is gonna be when it's done.
Yeah.
And also, I gotta find a cooler place for it because it's gonna be quite hot in here. during
Oh,
the
it doesn't like heat, yeah?
No.
So what's the optimal temperature, you think?
It's gotta stay below 70 degrees Fahrenheit.
What's that?
No, 90
Celsius.
degrees Fahrenheit, so it's 30s.
30s.
So anything above 30.
That's where you are now.
Yeah, I don't know what the temps in here at the moment is, but I know that the last couple of days, if it gets 40 here, it's 35 easy in here.
And that's at the high end now.
Yeah, so I gotta find a place that's gonna be a little bit more cool.
Yeah.
But maybe have to take it in the house for the rest of the summer.
Mm.
But either way,
Couple of months.
that's it. So,
That's great.
of course, Kim's told me I could use his place to store it if I need to.
Yeah.
If we need to.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm still in the process of figuring out.
So can you transport it if it just?
Oh yeah, it's like that. It's just
doesn't matter.
a little shaking of it might not help it. Might do it some good.
Okay.
Because I come out and shake it all the time. But
Okay.
you see what usually happens when you shake it. What you want to see when you do this is you want to see some sort of gas bubbles up here. It makes like a foam, but you don't. And I probably did.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. So that means it's just that the yeast in there is all burnt up. So I got to give it more fuel.
Okay.
I don't think it's burnt up.
So how much yeast do you use for this?
yeast?
Yeah.
So far, I've used 2 packets of this. This is
2
the
packets.
yeast.
That's not much.
No, this packet's good
7
for.
grams a packet.
This one is good for 17.
Liters.
Yeah, it's good up to a maximum of 17 liters.
And how many is this?
20.
25. 20, 25.
I think it's 25.
It's 20 and 25.
So it's 20 liters. So I've got a second packet in there. There's also, but it says a maximum of 17 liters, but these can actually go to 17 to 25 liters for one.
Yeah.
So, but in this case, we'll just put put some more in.
Yes,
Keep putting it in until it goes in.
Mead yeast also. It's
Yeah,
like a
it's
special.
Yeah, get it at the Gosford Brewery,
Right.
Brewery Center.
Yeah. Nice.
So I can tell you right now, the ants like it, but they die after they have it.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I gotta sweep them up and take them off the container all the time.
They get kicked out when they go home.
They get
drunkards.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah.
Amazing. You've done great.
It wasn't that hard.
Yeah.
It wasn't that hard. That's my stir stick.
So what's your next kind of experiment with the mead? What's the next? Where are we taking it?
I've been having some discussion about it, but one of the things I was looking at was like how to bring down the sweetness of the mead. Because I like a drink, but you know, and that's good to have 1, maybe 2. Then after that, you're done.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, well, if I bring it back a little bit, bring that sweetness back a little bit. So I'm looking at using juice rather than water.
But that's even more sweet, isn't it?
No, not if you use juice, real juice, not the fruit juice that you get at the grocery store, but actually no processed, no pasteurized stuff that still have everything in it, like nudie juices, or you use cloudy apple juice.
Or the one that you get from the fridge and not from the shelves.
Yeah.
It's,
And use that kind of juice rather than or concentrated juice that you get from frozen. But I don't know.
But doesn't that have higher sugar content than?
You gotta have one that has no preservatives.
Yeah.
It's the preservatives that will kill the yeast and kill
All
the mead. Okay, so if you get one.
And the yeast will reduce sugar content, you think?
Yep.
Because it turns it into alcohol,
that's
right?
That's what it does. So because it's the lower the water content, the higher the alcohol. going
Right.
to be. So
Yeah.
I want to use no water if I can.
All
I
right.
also want to get something that will reduce the sweetness of the mead. So
Yeah.
so far I found that a couple of ones, sour cherry is one of them. Cherries, they have
Yeah.
cherry mead out there, but nobody's using sour.
Yeah.
And then you also look at other things like maybe passion fruit. It's got a sour taste to it.
Yeah.
But then I was also looking at doing a mango one,
Yeah.
because the mango is not really over sweet. It's just a nice, refreshing fruit. Another one was pineapple.
Yeah.
Or mixing pineapple and orange. Pineapple and orange was my favorite ice cream when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I want to make one of those to see what I can do there.
Yeah. Exactly.
So the goal is now is to utilize
Preservative-free,
yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
organic or something like that.
or canned.
Yeah.
You can use canned.
Ah.
They recommend frozen fruit,
Yeah.
fruits and like strawberries.
And that's actually
blueberries.
cheaper than the
Yeah.
fresh one.
So you get those frozen ones, but you gotta buy
Yeah.
a lot of
A
them.
lot,
So yeah. So that's what's next. And I was
Fantastic.
thinking about making one straight out of grapefruit juice.
Yeah.
With no preservative grapefruit juice, because that would be, because that's kind of a tart,
Yeah.
kind of fruit. So
Yeah, but grapefruit has a strong taste, isn't it? So
yeah,
a bit
but
different.
the honey's got a strong taste too.
that's true. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, considering how much of the lemon and lime that I actually put in that last batch
Yeah.
to get that much out of it.
Yeah.
If I was going to make that again, that particular one again, I'd probably use double.
So how much did you put in?
6 each. 6 oranges.
6 oranges.
6 lemons.
Into what? 2 liters or?
And to 23 liters.
To 23 liters, 6 oranges.
So I would probably double that, and also put maybe grapefruit and lime in it as well.
Yeah.
Until I get.
Yeah.
I should have this much on the bottom, is what I'm saying. I should have that much on the bottom before I put the
Wow.
mixture in. It's almost better if you mix your mixture first, then put your fruit in first.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bee.
Oh, that's
Right there.
yeah. They're not very. Since the fire, we haven't seen so many of them.
Yeah.
We also have a lot of birds around here now, so I'm sure
That's
they'll
great.
come off one by one.
Very good. All right. Thanks, Andrew.
No
It's
problem.
very good.
Cool.
Amazing.
Enjoyed.
Delicious.
Excellent.
Yeah. All right.
All right.